Hi friends, today we start with the earthquake engineering. I Professor Mrunal Santosh Ugle from KKWAK College of Nasik, Engineering, Nasik. So let us start with the second topic, which is the vibration theory of the vibration. So in that today we discuss about the vibration, what is my vibrations, characteristics of the vibration, causes of the vibration, and classification of the vibrations. So all of you know that what is mean by vibration. Vibration is a mechanical phenomenon whereby oscillation occurs about an equilibrium point. So this is the one diagram which shows that the how to occur the vibration when the earthquake will occur. So this point is nothing but the focus where the origin of the earthquake. Due to that, this type of waves are generated and which is below the earth surface, and this due to that wave vibration, the ground level will also vibrate, and that structures which is there on this ground level, these are also vibrated. So basically this vibration is a Latin word which is nothing but the shaking or the radishing. So the oscillations may periodic, such as motion of pendulum, or the random, such as the movement of tire on gravel road. So the seismic waves are vibrations generated by sudden movement of rock. After the earthquake occurs, the seismic waves propagates from the hypocenter to the surface of the earth. The speed at which the waves propagates is a function of the nature and types of rock traversed, but generally varies from 1 to 10 km per hour. So the waves and wind causes vibration that have negative effects on the safety and service life of the offshore platforms, wind turbines, and other fixed structures. So these are the some basic examples of the vibration. So let us start with the next point, which is characteristics of vibration. So these are the some characteristics of the vibration. Any vibration has two major quantities. So how far amplitude or the intensity and how fast means frequency the object moves help determine its vibrational characteristics. So you know that when earthquake will occur, at that time we have to measure that earthquake in terms of intensity, in terms of frequency. According to that, we have to analyze the effect of that earthquake. So the terms used to describe the movement are frequency, amplitude, and these are the some characteristics of the vibration. So let us start with the next, which is causes of the vibration. So this is the one diagram which shows the when the earthquake will occur in this diagram. So these are the some primary waves are produced, then secondary waves are produced. According to that, this is the oscillation where this is the baseline. According to that, here primary waves are there, secondary waves are there, surface waves are there. So the oscillations are different according to their position of the waves from the focus of the earth. So due to that, the vibration intensity is also different. Due to that, some causes will occur. In that, these radiant waves are also ground rolls travel like ocean waves over the surface of the earth, moving the ground surface up and down. They causes most of the shaking at the ground surface during an earthquake. Love waves are fast and move the ground from side to side. The two general types of vibration produced by earthquake are surface waves which travel along the earth's surface and body waves which travel through the earth. Surface waves usually have the strongest vibration and probably occurs most of the damage done by earthquakes. Earthquakes are vibrations of the earth produces by the release of the energy during the sudden rupture of the earth. Primary waves as compare as compressional waves that vibrate in a direction of the propagation. Think of the push waves. These waves move sort of like a wave moving along the slinky. So the vibration causes by one or more factors at any given time. The most common being imbalance, miscellaneous, and wear and losses. So these are the some causes of the vibration. So let us start with the next point, which is the classification of the earthquake. So the basic classification of the earthquake is there. In that, basic two types are there: free vibration and the force vibration. So in that again, free vibration and force vibration are also divided into two parts, which is the damped vibration and undamped vibration. So in the damped and undamped vibration, again three types are there according to the structural behavior: longitudinal, transverse, and the torsional. So these two general types of vibration produced by the earthquake are surface waves which travel along the earth's surface and body waves which travel through the earth. So this is the followed by the shear waves and then the ground roll causes by the surface waves. So this is the basic classification of the earthquake. So let us start with one by one. So this is the free vibration. This is the best example of the free vibration. So the free vibration occurs when mechanical system is set in motion with an initial input and allowed to vibrate freely. So for that, the basic one example is there, which is when any these are the three types of vibrations are there: longitudinal vibration, transverse vibration, and the torsional vibration. This is the one shaft is there. So to that shaft, these are the some disc are there which is attached to this. So this is the first one is the longitudinal vibration. The second one is the transverse vibration. This is the torsional vibration. Means here the twist is produced in this direction. So according to that, this torsional vibration will occur. And here the movement of the shaft is there, which is in the longitudinal direction. So it is the longitudinal vibration. And here it is in this manner. So it is the transverse vibration. So this is the nothing but the free vibration. Then next type is there, which is the forced vibration. So this is also the one example of the forced vibration, where one object is there which is rotating to the second object according to given some force. So this is the force vibration. So according to that, we can plot a graph force versus time. This is the push, means the force which is applied here. According to that, this vibration will occur. So the force vibration is when a time varying disturbance, means load, displacement, or the velocity is applied to a mechanical system. The disturbance can be periodic and steady state point input, a transit input, or a random input. The periodic input can be a harmonic or a non-harmonic disturbance. So the example of these types of vibration includes a washing machine shaking due to an imbalance, transportation vibration causes by an engine or even road, or the vibration of a building during the earthquake. So these are the basic example of this force vibration. So for linear system, the frequency of the steady state vibration response resulting from the application of periodic harmonic input is equal to the frequency of the applied force or motion, with the response magnitude being dependent on the actual mechanical system. So this is the free force vibration. Then next type is there, which is the damped vibration. So this is the best example of the damped vibration. So here the dampers are provided. Here the spring is there, and due to that this mass is rotating, so vibrating. So here according to that, here one graph is plotted, which is nothing but the damped vibration. So according to their amplitude, we have to draw this graph. So when the energy is vibrating system is gradually dissipated by friction and other resistance, the vibrations are said to be damped vibration. The vibration gradually reduce or change in frequency or intensity or ceases, and the system rests in its equilibrium position. And the example of this type of vibration is vehicular suspension damped by the shock absorber. This is the best example of this damped vibration. So I hope all of you understand the what is my vibration, classification of the vibration, causes of the vibration, and the types of vibration. So thank you.